Okay, so I got a couple lowering devices here that I use. This one, we'll start over here on the left. This one here is the first one I came up with. Basically, it's just a small piece of pipe, and I welded it to a plate. And that's kind of where I got my start. I don't use it for anything bigger than 1/2 inch. This is 1/2 inch double Esterlon. I use it with a 2-inch ratchet strap because it's mostly for light duty rigging. And I have these 3 holes up here at the top, which a piece of angle iron will bolt to that through the back. So the bolt heads go through those holes into the angle iron, and they sit in a kerf cut inside the tree. When you're doing the removal, so that can go inside there and sit in that kerf, so it doesn't. It keeps it from sliding up no matter how much weight you put on it. Which, being a light duty 1/2 inch line, you're not going to put that much weight on it anyways. So then the ratchet strap's hooked here, and on this side, basically, it's pretty straightforward. The line runs up. I've been using this bottom pin here as a fair lead, pretty much. I haven't had to put any fair leads up here or anything like that because it does a real good job. The load could be coming out, at quite a bit of an angle, and no matter what, this bottom pin keeps these wraps from wrapping over themselves. And then of course you can lock it off here, let it run, or whatever. And this one's pretty good. It's real lightweight, light duty, easy to put up, and it gets the job done real good. I got it powder coated, which I probably shouldn't have done because the powder coat doesn't hold up real well with the ropes running over it. And over here, this is another one this is the second one I made, which this one's a heavy duty here. This one, it weighs, I don't know, about 40 pounds. And it's got a 3-inch barrel on it, which, you're able to run 2 ropes. So say you're rigging out a 20-foot piece, you got it butt tied and tip tied. Well, on 2 pulleys, 2 rigging blocks up top, you can cut it, swing it out, and you can tie one end off, let the other end run. Say you need to tie the tip off, let the butt run down, and then you can have the tip tied, let the butt run down, and slice it as it's coming down, or reverse, either way, or you can just let them both run. So these work pretty good. This works good for a double. Whenever there are certain times whenever you can use 2 ropes to take out a huge piece instead of just chunking piece by piece down with a single rope. And this allows a lot of control. This is the fair leads up here that I've put, and I've had a couple situations where there was going to be quite a bit of stress put on it. So what I did was I ran a redirect pulley about 5 or 6 feet up above that, keeping the rope coming pretty much straight down, opposed to coming out like this. So, and then it has this here. It's got a pretty thick lip on it. So whenever if you're doing, this is mostly for removals. So when you're doing the removals, you can cut a notch in the tree, set it in there, and then you just strap it down with a ratchet strap. And you can see it's got the hole here with the hardened rod to keep it from, to distribute the pressure from the strap, all across here instead of just pulling right here on this piece. And it works out real good. This is a backup choker sling attachment for whenever you don't have it notched into the tree. You can choke a sling there, and that'll just be backup, which more than likely you will never use, but it's there if you need it. This is also this is 9/16 stable braid on here, and this is mostly what I use on this one is 9/16. I've used 5/8 on it. It works. So I know a lot of people say the bend radius is is too small for 5/8 rope, but it works. Okay, and then we have these two here. These are ones I made these today, and let's see. This is a this is a 9/16 stable braid on a 4.5 inch bollard on this one, and same thing as the small one. I got just this pin down here. I'm using this as the fairlead. I haven't tried it out. I just made these today, so I haven't tried it out yet. But this, I'm imagining, is going to keep the wraps in order. I'm going to try it out tomorrow or the next day and see. I'm going to haul a big log up in the tree, drop it, from different angles and all that good stuff. Test it out before I do anything, before I like paint it or anything like that. So, and then I closed this up. You can see on these here, they're open. I closed this one up just to keep stuff from getting inside there. And I put some, hardened rods here to distribute the load again. This one's going to hook with a 4-inch ratchet strap. This one's a little bit more heavy duty. Let's see here. I'll take this rope off. And you can kind of see. I mean, it doesn't weigh a whole lot, but I cut the back of this plate. That way I was able to weld all around here, as well as all the way in the front on this side. But I'm thinking it's going to work real good. I'm also going to put a plate up here that will go into a curved cut as well. Not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I'll come up with something. And this is the exact same thing over here, but this is a 5/8 polydarn rope. But I just wanted to show the difference of the 9/16, the bend radius on it. I mean, it's awesome. It's perfect for that. You can use 3/4 inch rope, probably even 7/8 if you needed to. But it works out real good as a bend radius. It's got a real good bend radius. This one over here is the same exact thing. Like I said, I was just showing the difference between the 5/8 and the 9/16 rope. But let me untie this here. You can see, look at that bend radius. Perfect. I'm thinking of putting some rubber pads in the back just to keep it from digging into the tree too much with the strap. But other than that, this is what I use. Those two over there are what I've been using, and this ones are the ones that I will be using from now on, whenever the time calls for them. But that's just it, and I'll make another video whenever I get some logs up in the tree. Thanks for watching.